Hey, how you doing? Duff here. Thought I would quick cover the my Meepo unboxing per se, even though if you are a viewer of the channel, you'll know that I actually had it out in the driveway last night, just doing a little bit of riding, very minor. I actually wanted to, I had ideas in my head of taking the 18L, riding the 18L over to the school while carrying the Meepo, so I could get some mileage on the 18L to drain the battery, so I could hopefully diagnose that problem further, the battery problem, and get some more time on the Meepo. Unfortunately, over here the skies look relatively clear. Over here it looks like it's about to storm. And we have Sadie and Elsa here. Where's Sadie? I don't know where Elsa's hiding. Where's Elsa? Here's Elsa. Hi, baby. We have Sadie and Elsa here, and they're both terrified of storms, so I have a guilty conscience if I would let them here and it started to storm, because they look to us for comfort, and Cindy's not home right now, so I figured I'd just cover what I think so far of the Meepo, and be sure to temper my opinions with the fact that I've never ridden an electric skateboard before, and as far as regular skateboard riding goes, back when I was a kid, I had a skateboard about penny board size. I went straight on it and very little else. I was not good. I was gangly, uncoordinated, and I still am. But I don't have skateboard experience. You know, I have some one-wheel experience now, but I do not have skateboard experience. So just keep that in mind. So, anyways, the board itself. Well, one thing I know from watching Preston on Press Reset, he generally views it as a negative thing when a board comes single box instead of double box, both to prevent damage and to hide what it is. You know, it came just like you see it here, like branded box. So maybe it's because Preston lives in New York City, he has more problems with theft and whatnot. But yeah, it comes in a single box. So. But the contents of the board seem fine. When you pull the board out, it feels like a quality board. I paid a little bit more than $400, I believe, for it shipped. It feels like a very high quality board to me, and again, I don't have experience with other boards, but you don't pull it out and think this is a piece of shit. Everything looks good. I got the kicktail version, as you can see here, and that was more something for Cindy, because she indicated that kicktail, she likes that because it gives her some options as far as turning, where I guess in theory you could get your foot back here, flip the board up to turn it, but it's so heavy. I don't know that that is actually a possibility or not, but it's fine. I like the way it looks. The battery indicators right here, battery indicators right here. Here's the speed controller, and there is the battery compartment. I opted for the standard batteries. You could update to the Tesla batteries, which I think was an extra 150 or 200 bucks, which gives you approximately another, what they said, 10K of range or 10 miles. I think 10K of range, which would be another 6 miles. So at least for now, I didn't opt for the bigger battery. Maybe down the road I can do that. I know you can buy the battery as an add-on item, but I figure right now I'm just learning. I'm not going to be riding the thing for 15, 20 miles. So I think I'll be good with a standard battery for now. It does have these tires. They're 90 millimeter wheels, 90 millimeter wheels, which is on the big side from what I understand. They look bigger than I thought they were based on pictures. As far as what's in the box itself, you have a nice manual. Well, relatively nice. I mean, everything's in English and tells you the basics of what you need to know. I did think it was interesting that all the videos I saw about the V2P, everybody had this remote, like a green remote with like orange buttons. So that's what I expected to get, but instead I got this one. I got a black remote with like a rubberized sort of matte finish, which is fine. I think it actually kind of looks cooler. Looking at the buttons and the LEDs on here, it looks exactly the same as the green one. It's just a different finish. So I don't know if there's anything electronically different about it, but seems nice, easy to keep in your hand, and the dial feels comfortable as well. But again, I don't have anything to compare it to, but I had no problems with that. Also in the box is the charger, of course. First thing I did was Cindy actually unboxed this for me. First thing I had to do was throw it on the charger. Took I don't know, a couple hours of charge, not that bad. The charger itself has I'm looking for the output. It's a 2 amp charger with a 42 volt output, so it's actually better than some of my EUC chargers, which are charging much bigger batteries. A lot of those are an amp and a half, so this is actually slightly beefier than some of my EUC chargers. The battery in the remote is rechargeable as well. It uses a USB, is that the micro or mini? I think that's the micro. It uses the USB connection to charge, and only takes like 15 minutes to charge it, and it lasts up to 10 hours. Pretty sweet. They include in here a light for your board. I haven't tried it, but I do see a lot of people like in New York City that ride electric skateboards. They have these lights on all the time. I don't know how much nighttime riding I'll be doing, but it's nice that they throw that in. These, they give you a spare set of mounting, I guess these are mounting pads for the battery and the electronics. I'm not sure why they would send you that up front, but I guess it's nice. I'll hold on to it for sure. I guess if I ever want to swap it, you could use this. They include a number of tools, Allen wrench tools. These are nice. These would be used to take the screws out of the top and the bottom of the board. And they also include a skate key, a Meepo branded skate key as well as a bunch of blue Loctited extra screws. Again, I'm not sure what they're used for, but I have a feeling that maybe somebody watching this video would tell me. It's an awful lot of extra screws, I guess, in case you lose them. I don't know, that's pretty cool though. Also included here, a Meepo bracelet and some business cards. Huh, interesting. This is like a very one-wheelish, because one wheel gives you a bunch of business cards as well. And on the front of it, shows Meepo last mile vehicle along with the website, and in the back it has the specs for the board, which is interesting. It's interesting. I guess their thought process is, you know, when someone's riding, if I have these in my wallet, I could, someone asks about it, I could just flip them a card and there you go. And it lists the range as 11 miles with the standard battery setup. So again, that should be plenty for a lot, or for the vast majority of the riding that I foresee doing on the board, at least the immediate future. Okay, and one more. Oh, okay. And we also got some Meepo stickers. Nice. I don't know. I'll stick them somewhere. And that covers everything that was in the box, if you don't count the phone. And like I said, you saw me riding it around the driveway last night. My initial impression was it felt fine. I didn't have any wipeouts or anything like that. I had it on beginner mode, which only has a top speed of 10 miles an hour. And I had it at top speed several times, and I felt okay. My biggest struggle is I don't know how loose or tight the truck should be. I tried a little bit of turning, and it felt difficult, but I didn't know if it's because the trucks are too tight or I'm just not comfortable enough with having a good feel for how much lean you can and cannot do with this setup. Also, I mentioned it on the video from last night where I'm not quite sure my foot position should be. It's more, my lead foot is more forward as opposed to perpendicular compared to the one wheel, I think. And I was watching some videos on foot braking, and I tried to practice that a little bit, and I discovered that I didn't do a very good job at it. I have some weakness on my right side that prevents me from supporting myself in what feels like a strong position on the board while I'm dragging my left leg, which is the way you're supposed to foot brake. So I really need to practice that, and I also have the same issue trying to mount an EUC with my right leg versus my left leg. If I try to do it with my right leg, I have a lot more problems. It's weird. I have some sort of weakness in my hip. Now, to be honest, it's probably just from not doing it like I should, not forcing myself to practice like I should. So I need to do that, and I will do my best to do that. So, anyways, really, that's all I got for you for now. Like I said, I hope to have some more riding footage tonight. And someone just pulled up in our driveway, and let's see, who is that? Okay, sorry about that. So anyways, yeah, like I said, that's really it for now. I'm hoping to get a lot of time this weekend to do stuff other than chores around the house, which sometimes proves to be difficult to do. But I want to ride the Meepo. I want to get mileage on the 18L. I want to mess around with some 3D stuff for the one wheel while it's out of commission. And speaking of the one wheel, I got a ship notice from Future Motion for the new front pad that I bought. It's a front and a back pad. And that's supposed to arrive on Monday, so I should have my one wheel back up early next week, so that's good. Yeah, that's all I got for you for now, really. Hopefully you got something out of it, but at least so far, I'm pleased with what I got here. This seems like a nice board. I've watched a lot of videos of other people that have almost unanimous positive things to say about it, and I look forward to experiencing some of that positivity myself. If you found this video interesting, please give a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, maybe you're looking for Meepo content, there should be a lot of it. And a lot of first-time e-skateboarder content as well, because I'm going to be learning from scratch. And you'll see just how awkward I can be. And yeah, if this is your first time visiting, consider subscribing. And that's all I got for you for now. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, and ideas below. And until next time, Duckman out. Right, girls? Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Good girl. Elsa, say bye-bye.